Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to be looking at a documentary by a student of the, I'm going to mispronounce this even though I've been listening to it, Nez Perce Indian community. Mostly they are now restricted to Idaho, though they are part of the Pacific Northwest. Native American tribes. So this video documentary was done by I believe a high school senior, and he interviews and talks to people throughout his community, talking about how their community has survived, how some of the dams have destroyed or taken away some of their sacred spaces, and a variety of different things. It talks about some of the beading work, and the people of their community. There was a gentleman there who had grandparents who did not speak English. And they wore their native clothing every day. Why most of them, of course, these days wear typical Western clothing. But it's a very over 22-minute long video about kind of an introduction to these people. I'm not going to try to pronounce their traditional name. It will be in the description. You'll hear it. If you watch the video, I will always link the video. It's an extremely interesting documentary. So if you're looking at specifically this tribe or Pacific tribes of the Pacific Northwest, it's a great video to look at. And as an introduction, this is obviously a bit more modern than the stuff that I'm going to be covering when it comes to our Kea series, which I believe by the time you guys see this, I will have already covered all 6 books. I'm filming this on the 12th. So I'm trying to get things done early. But it gives you a good idea of the people who exist now. This tribe still exists. Waikea is definitely a fictional character. The culture she represents is not historical. They're present. They still exist. So in many ways we are covering their pre-colonial history. In some places here, this is an active culture. They still exist. You can still find them. There are still ancestors and members of this native tribe around today. So, great video to watch for the introduction to this culture and kind of an understanding of how they exist. And also, it's a great video because this was done by a high school student. And I'm going to pull up when this was done. It wasn't actually that long ago, I don't think. Oh, yeah, about 5 years ago. So it was done around December of 2020. So at least that came out. I'm sure there was other filming that was going on prior to that. It probably took a while to edit and do various different things because obviously 2020 was during the pandemic. This might have been filmed before that because I don't see a lot of masks and there's somebody talking to tourists. So it was probably done sometime before that. And again, editing takes time. But nonetheless, extremely interesting video, great student project, you cannot tell. But it does a great introduction to these people as they are today and their connection to their history. So that really is it. This is a very, very short video. But again, we're just getting started. So be sure to like and subscribe. I will link a link to this 22-minute documentary in the description, and look forward to more of the native tribes throughout the month of January before we move on to the American Revolution. Thank you.